Right, we in? Christy. Okay, welcome to the channel. My name's Stanley Ben, and today's topic I'm going to be talking about how to pass Royal Marines Commando training down to CTC. A little bit of background about myself then. I'm an ex-Royal Marine. I joined the Corps in 2002, 26th of August, and I passed out June 18th, 2004 with 864 Troop. I was a Marine for 9 years, and now I work in maritime security and close protection. Alright, so now I'm going to give you around 10 or 11 just like tips and hints on how to actually pass training if you actually get that far past the PRMC, and just a little brief summary. Okay, so to begin with then, number one is socialise with your troop as soon as possible. Right, now there'll be guys from all different backgrounds, alright, guys from coalition countries, there'll be like South Africans, there'll be Fijians, there'll be blokes from the Caribbean, do you know what I mean? So there'll be blokes from like north, south, there'll be guys from all over, so everyone will have different personalities and different strengths, different weaknesses, alright? So when you get in foundation, I mean, this is your time to bond. I mean, you're all there for like different reasons, but socialise with the troop as soon as possible, because this helps so much, right? Like getting to know people's names straight away. Yeah, so this is something that I would highly recommend. Alright, now people will leave the troop throughout training, alright, so I'm just saying, like, don't get mega too attached, like go over them at the weekends and stuff like that, alright, because you might not see them again, but just be aware of that people will leave the troop, but don't let that put you off. Alright, socialise with people as soon as possible. The second one is crack your administration as soon as possible as well. Now during the foundation stage at the beginning, this is gonna be your bread and butter. Yeah, you're gonna learn everything about administration, how to administrate yourself. This is like cleaning all your kit, sorting out your locker, making sure everything's neat and tidy, squaring away yourself. Yeah, it's like personal admin, and then there's like the way that you administrate details and stuff like that. Alright, so crack your admin as soon as possible, even if it means giving up your weekend. Alright, don't sacrifice your weekend to go out on the piss if you've got admin to crack. Alright, this is something that we still do in the Marines. Like when you leave training, yeah, you always crack your admin first. If you're shit at admin, you're going to be shit bloke. Okay, so sort out your admin as soon as possible. You'll be up all night, but even if it takes all night, just get it done. Yeah, like polish all your shit, make sure everything's squared away. Check other people off as well. Yeah, just check out, like, let's have a look at your locker. Yeah, that looks good, mate. Yeah, do you want to see mine? Maybe you could do a little bit of like shimming it that way. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So just help each other out and checking your admin as soon as possible, right? Try and sleep as much as possible. Okay, so this is the next one. You're going to be so tired because you're going to be knackered throughout training, but it definitely takes a toll on the body. So what I would say is try and catch up on your sleep. Yeah, because sleep deprivation is one of the worst things ever, man. Like, I used to hate it in the Corps. I was so tired all the time, moving out in the field and stuff like that. You'd be falling asleep on sentry, and you will do it, trust me. Yeah, and when you get home, like, lads, I just want to go out on a piss. Fuck that, sort your admin out and just get as much sleep as possible, because your body repairs when you sleep. Yeah, it's the only time it really repairs. So like, if you've got everything cracked, try and get as much sleep as you can, and especially utilise the weekends. Alright, now you've only got like 12, is it midnight, I think the curfew is. If that's the case, then just like get back, get your head down, and then if you've got the weekend off, I just highly recommend you just use it to catch up on sleep or any other admin. Alright, next one then is help others. Right, it's all about teamwork in the Corps. So if you can see someone struggling and you're excelling at a certain topic or a subject, alright, don't be afraid to get around that bloke, alright, because it will stand out. If like corporals can see you sorting out other people or helping other people, yeah, you're going to shine, you're going to stand out for the right reasons. Yeah, you're going to like leadership potential and stuff like that. You might become an IC diamond later on in training. Okay, it's just qualities like this that highlight you as an individual. Yeah, like this guy's got strengths because he's willing to stand out and help other people. Alright, so teamwork is a massive thing, like helping others. So if you see people like messing up, if the thing about the Corps is if one person messes up, the whole troop will suffer for it. So if you've got one bloke, it's like Private Pile in Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, no one was really getting around him except for that one bloke, and the whole troop was suffering, and they all hated him for it. Yeah, I'm not saying you're gonna like fill your towels full of bars of soap and beat some poor bloke to death. Yeah, I'm just saying, just get around him and try and bring him up. If he's a shit bloke and you can't bring him back and he doesn't want to be there, then just leave him, mate. He'll thin himself out. But I'm just saying, if he's got potential, then help others. Right, it's all about teamwork. Okay, next one then is stand out for the right reasons. Alright, don't stand out for the wrong reasons. if you get a lot of blokes that have got hoofing personalities, right? Like I know some Welsh blokes are quite funny, some Scottish blokes are quite funny, and they stand out, because their humour is a massive trait in the court. But if they're a shit bloke and they can't crack their admin, they're standing out for the wrong reasons, yeah. So I'm just saying, if you're fucking up every time, you're standing out for the wrong reasons. You want to be standing out for the right reasons. So if you're doing really well on bottom field, if you're doing really well climbing ropes, if you're doing really well cracking all your admin, yeah, you're not messing up. These are the things that you're standing out for the right reasons. Okay, I got an uncle who's a Marine. He told me to play the grey man in training, which was like basically listen to everything they say and don't shine, don't stand out. But that you can only do that to a certain degree, because the Corps want you to bring out the best in you. So they want to bring out like your personality for the right reasons, or bring out the best in you for the right reasons. Okay, so just take that into account. Okay, the next one then is look after your feet. Your feet are going to get trashed. I used to have the most beautiful toes known to man, right, until I joined the Corps. Now they look like Shrek's cock. I shit you not, yeah, my feet are horrendous. But yeah, try and look after your feet. I mean, you'll get lectures on how to look after your feet off like the sick bay, like the meds and the RENs and all that lot, right? But yeah, take into account what they're saying, because it will help massively. Like with long yomps, such as like 10-12 milers, you're going to get real bad blisters. And if you know where your feet are prone to getting blistering, then you need to prepare, like put a bit of gaffer tape off, or wear like thin socks and then pus socks over the top, so it causes friction. Do you know what I mean? So you're not getting that friction on your skin. When your feet are wet, it's more prone to getting injuries as well, so you need to like dry your feet. Like, at night I used to take my socks off and just like put them around my neck to keep them warm. You especially do that in Norway as well. Like you take your socks off and that, like if they're all wet, and just like put them around your neck or under your armpits. So, yeah, try and dry them out. So yeah, taking care of your feet is so important. So yeah, that's one to consider. Okay, next one then is eat and drink, right? I never understood this, because a lot of lads like would rap on going to Scran. Now, food at CTC is amazing. Well, when I was down there, it was insane. Like the average recruit consumes about, is it 3,000 or 4,000 calories a day, because the training is that arduous. You're burning a lot of energy, right? But what I will say is, I don't know if 9 o'clockers is still on, but we call it 9 o'clockers because of CTCRM. They used to put 4 meals on, so you'd have breakfast, lunch and dinner, and they would put a 9 o'clockers on, which is like a leftover of all the day's scran. So get yourself down to 9 o'clockers and get that extra meal in you, because you're going to need it. Also, you've got the Dutchie's wagon down there, which is like a little fast food thing, mate, and it's just not highly known throughout the Corps, yeah, getting like a chicken dinner and that. So get yourself down Dutchies, or get yourself down to Naffy, get your Haribos, whatever you need to get you through training, alright? I'm just saying, eat and drink is so important, especially the hogging. Get the water down you, alright? Hogging means water, okay? So get the water down as much as possible. Just make sure that you're fully hydrated all the time, especially if you're training during the summertime. You're going to be like burning your tits off, alright? So make sure you eat and drink plenty. Next one then is work on your weaknesses. Now, I don't know if any of you have seen the Royal Marines TV show on, I can't remember what channel it was, maybe Channel 4 or whatever, but you can see guys, the camera crew only tend to focus on guys that are struggling, yeah, because they've got a good story, and then like, if they pass something at the end, it looks great on TV, doesn't it? But I'm just saying, if you're struggling with a certain subject, like, I don't know, your admin's crap, work on it, yeah. If your phys is crap, work on it, yeah. I used to struggle with pull-ups in training. I could only get like 6, but I wanted to do more. And there was this lad who was a gymnast in our troop, Fergie, right? And he could do like 50 pull-ups. He never lifted a weight in his life. It was all like upper body strength, and he taught me every night. So I was doing them every night, and by the end of it, I could bang out 30 pull-ups in a one-hour. Like the PTIs were just like, oh my god, who is this bloke? I could do like 5 rope climbs with arms only. Do you know what I mean? I was like beating PTIs up the ropes when I was like 21. You know what I mean? So I was kicking ass. So I'm just saying, work on your weaknesses. But if you know that you're messing up, you need to identify and recognise that yourself. Okay? If you're bringing the troop down, especially if you're fucking up and the troop are getting thrashed for it, that's when you want to work on your weaknesses, because you'll get isolated and the troop might turn on you. Alright, so I'm just saying, work on your weaknesses, okay? Everyone's there for the right reasons or the wrong reasons, whatever reasons they're there for, alright? So just work on your weaknesses, you don't want to let them down, alright? The next one then is read and work on your affairs folder every night. Okay, so when I said like doing your admin every night, this falls into it. So your affairs folder is something, you get a lot of information during training, like you get a lot of lectures, a lot of PowerPoints, alright? So you'll be taking notes, and then all those notes, you go back to your room at night and you create like a folder of all the subjects and you write it all down, yeah? I think someone gets No, they don't. Like, everyone's got, like, I've still got mine now, my Royal Marines Commando Affairs folder. It's just all my cover, all my lectures, everything that I studied in training, right? So, but write it all down, and when you're writing it down, it's fresh in your mind then, and then if you've got like an exercise coming up, and you know section battle drills or troop attack is involved in it, you can go back to your affairs folder, have a quick read out, yeah, so it's fresh in your mind, and then go out and smash it on exercise. Alright, so like your affairs folder is so important because you'll always have it for the rest of your life, yeah. So it'll be like an aid memoir, even in when you're in the Corps. You know, if you're going out on exercise, and if you're at a unit, you're going out on exercise, just you can quickly glance through it, yeah. Just remember all your notes. So yeah, it's a great little aid memoir. I mean, I still use it now and again, but yeah, read and work on your affairs folder as much as possible. 10 then is injuries, right? Injuries don't mean the end of Royal Marines training. I mean, if it's a massive injury and you've got no coming back, I mean, you can always come back in a year or two or whatever when you squared yourself away. But if you've got biffed and you get put in hunter troop, yeah, I mean, it sucks because you're leaving your troop, you're going in a hunter company. But this is how I felt, because this is what happened to me. Like, I had a stress fracture in my hip when I was at like week 25 down at Poole or something. It was like 15-mile yomp. I finished the yomp, but I couldn't walk the next day. I was like biffed. So they sent me back to CTC, and I was in hospital for about 2 weeks or something like that. But yeah, I was gutted, you know. I wanted to leave. I was just like, oh, I've lost my troop and that. And it was a colour stripey PTI that just sat me down and said, look, everyone's here for like whatever reasons. Just don't focus on the goal. You know what I mean? I mean, this is what you're here for. And it was such a valuable speech that I still thank him for today. Yeah. But yeah, don't let it. Just remember your goals, okay? What you're there for. I mean, even if your troop passes out like 6 months in front of you, you probably see those blokes 6 months down the line at a unit. You know what I mean? It's just like, so you're never gonna like not see him again. Just like remember why you're there, okay? Injuries don't mean the end of it. And plus, if you get yourself in a hunter company, you get a chance to relax. I wouldn't say relax, because there are a load of like lazy bastards in hunting company, but you get the opportunity to work on your weaknesses and get massive. Alright, like when I came out of hunting company, I was fit as fuck. I was like a Navy SEAL because I was getting thrashed in the pool every day because I couldn't do lower body fits. But I was a pull-up king. I would climb the ropes. I mean, my chest was massive, my guns were massive, but when I went into 2 troop, all we done was just assault down the bottom field all day, every day, like 3-4 times a day. We were just smashing it, and we would do like the endurance course 3 times a week. So I was nails when I came out. When I done my 30 mile, I didn't even feel it. Well, I felt the last 6 miles, but I mean, cardio wise, I was a demon. So I actually thank my hunter company for the time that they put into me to actually rehabilitate me and get me back into training. So yeah, don't let that phase you, okay? Injuries do not mean the end of your commando training. And 11 then is pay attention to details. Right, every night there'll be like troop orders or some sort of orders on the notice board. Okay, make sure you go up there every single day with your notepad and get every single detail down. Right, write it down. If it's an important detail, make sure you get it down and pass it around the troop. If blokes don't get that detail and one bloke fucks up, you're all gonna fuck up. You'll be in the press up position. Okay, so pay attention to detail and read orders. All right. It's not hard. It's on the board. It's right next to the office. Yeah, you just go out there, read orders, boom, boom. Right, fizz shirts tomorrow is blue. All right, the next day it's green. All right. If there's like 60 blokes in the blue PE top and one bloke comes down with a green one, I mean, the court was going to jump on you straight away. Yeah, it's just little things like that. Pay attention to detail, because if you're going to like Afghanistan and you can't listen to a detail, I mean, blokes could potentially get brown. Do you know what I mean? They could get killed or whatnot. But yeah, so just pay attention to detail. I mean, this is something that we still do now. Like I get orders all the time, you know what I mean? So we always like pay attention to detail. So yeah, take that into account. And in summary then, I would just say enjoy it, right? Most people will only go through training once. I would never do it again, even if you paid me £10 million, right? But it's one of the best things I've ever done in my life. I mean, it's the moment I knew that my family are most proud of me. It's the only target I ever wanted in my life was to get a Green Beret, you know what I mean? It was the best moment in my life. So you only go through it once, right? So enjoy it. It's such a good time down there. I'd love to go back down there to walk around it, to be honest, but I would never go through it again. But yeah. So in conclusion, then that's my little spiel on how to pass Royal Marines training. Okay. If you're actually going for Royal Marines training and you're actually in, just let me know how you get on, and let me know if this helped and these hints and tips helped. All right. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy your day. Peace out.